Okay, let's do an audio and visual check. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Let me get a few things set up on my end before we get going here. Audio, video is good. Okay. All right. Okay. Give me a second while I get a few things set up. How is it? How is everybody's Monday? How's everybody's Monday? While I'm waiting for your reply, let's do this. Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA. As always, in the YouTube chat, there's that top step risk disclosure. It's for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice. It's not a signals class. Now, man, what an interesting 24 hours. How's my heartbeat? It needs a little work. It needs a little work. Man, I did a little bit of stretching and a little, I don't know if you want to call it physical therapy, but just some exercises with my trainer, just loosening up my chest and the ribs and feeling a little bit better. Continuing to feel better. It's going to be another probably week until I'm full and at probably 80-90%. Great, you're watching Topstep TV. Awesome. Awesome. Congrats. Take it slow on the XFA. No rush. Great work. Bank 7,000 on your trade. It's on your trade. So good trade. Great work. Now, what was I doing? Man, what a crazy 24 hours. It's been a crazy 24 hours. And I've been learning the Instagram. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just put that right there. We're going to just put that right there. Let's make sure I get this. We're going to pin that. We're going to pin it. There we go. There it is. Now, there is the Instagram. I'm still getting used to it. We did some other things. I don't know. Chat, if you are on Instagram and you've been watching or following it, what has been your opinion on that? I've posted a few things. I'm always open for good conversation. Let me know. Let me know how I can, I don't know, provide better information, help you out. What do you want to see? Do you want to see like routines? Do you want me to talk about trading psychology? I'm always curious outside of slow markets because I'm always continuing to improve slow markets as well. Always let me know. Bernie, it sucks, but I'm old. I don't know. I spent a little bit of time on it today, and it looks like it's just a bunch of like 12 or 14-year-old kids trying to sell Discords and courses and trading simfluencers, and I'm just like, what is this? Yeah, I have a picture of like a 12-year-old posing in front of like a fancy car and like a nice watch, and what has the social media came to? I'm getting old. I'm becoming one of those grouchy old men. I'm gonna be a grouchy old man when it comes to that, because I was like, at least it was more upbeat. It was nicer, right? It was nicer to all the positive comments. There was no negative comments. It was all positive. It was nice. But then there was just a bunch of kids, a bunch of like teenage kids out there trading, saying how much money they've made trading and it's changed their lives. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Is this a joke? Is this a joke? In no way. God, dude, half of the people probably can't even qualify for a car loan or be able to drive. I don't even know if half of them have their driver's license. Wait till they grow up. They got a long way ahead of them. I don't know. I don't even know how to like filter through like, I don't want to see this. How do I ban it? I don't know how to do half the stuff on the Instagram yet. So a lot of learning from my end. I can't just like comment or share and say this is a load of crap. How do I unfollow you or how do I block you? I don't want to see that. How do I block? That'd be half of the people I'm scrolling through. It's funny. It's some funny, interesting. I don't know. Maybe I just need to hire someone to help me out. Is that what it is? maybe I just hire someone to handle all this stuff for me, so I don't have to deal with it. It's like, you know what? I want to maybe today I want to talk about trading mindset because the markets did this. I'm getting a lot of questions about this and that. This is what I want to talk about, and then let someone else handle the logistics of getting, like, clipping up slow markets and posting it on there. That'd be the best way. One of the best features is blocking them. Yeah. The algorithm is designed to draw you in. Social media access is bad. Yeah, it just reminds me, like, this is maybe why I didn't like social media very much. But let's go. Let's get started. Welcome, anybody. Welcome. Welcome to Slow Markets. I did it. We did it. Made it 24 hours with an Instagram account. It's linked there. And as I was talking about earlier, if you missed it, if you did miss this, Baron and I, whenever we have a bet, whenever me and Baron have a bet, it's just between me and him. If he wins, say it's a $50 bet, sounds like he's giving it out to his audience. But if I win, the $50 I win from Baron, I'm giving it out to everyone who's following me on Instagram. So that's going to be my way of gaining traction on the line, on the Insta. And so that gives everyone motivation to do that. So I just need to get some wins against Baron on more social media and bets when he joins me on. We didn't do one today. Well, he was on Fast Markets, but he joins me on Thursdays. Thursdays for slow markets and then Thursdays for fast markets. Anyway, Mo, yeah, hey, I gotta do something, okay? Let's do something. Anyway, let's get to talking about these markets. What's in front of us? Now we got audience coming in, and we are on the daily in the NASDAQ. Let's take a look. What are we seeing? What's going on? Well, sure enough, there's that breakout. We had that nice breakout, a consolidation day, and now today we got the continuation. We We'll switch to gold. Don't worry. We don't need a FOMO yet, everybody. Okay, so the market's gonna be there. Don't worry. But yeah, we got that nice breakout, and the question is, how much of a continuation do we see? Do we see a pullback? Do we see more continuation? What to expect? I was talking to Hoagland, the team on Fast Markets, about volatility. Someone asked, like, "Oh, is this the same? Is what we seen back earlier the same as what we're seeing now?" And I'm going to say yes. This is the same. However, it's less volatility. So less volatility, but it's the same concept, right? Consolidation, rally. Consolidation, rally. Expansion, contraction. Lots of different terminologies for it. So I'm expecting, we already got it, right? We got this nice rally, and then we're contracting. And so now we're seeing another rally. And so the question that I ponder is, how big is this rally that we're currently in? I'm going to make a wild assumption and say it's going to be less of a rally than this one was, because we were in a very volatile market, and now we are in a less volatile market. It's summer, it's July, so I'm expecting less of a rally. Now the question is, how less? Well, that's the major question, right? I think we're about halfway. I think we're closer to being finished with this rally than we are of being to the beginning. Does that make sense? I think this rally is closer to the finish than it is the start. I think I'm wording that correctly. I think it's closer to being done. We'll see. We have big earnings tomorrow. We have data coming out tomorrow. We have, look at all of this. We have Fed Powell speaking. We have Coca-Cola. We have lots of earnings. We have Texas Instruments that will affect the NASDAQ, of course. And it's starting its earnings season, right? It's earnings season. So I know there's a lot of people, myself included, curious to see how these bigger companies are handling and navigating tariffs. It's going to be important for the upcoming holiday season for tariffs anyway. So that's going to be Obviously, tomorrow starts the big day of data and information. And then, of course, like we said, Trump speaking on Wednesday, and we have bigger earnings calls. Google is one of those on Wednesday. And then look at the following day, the 24th of July, Inflation Day. Inflation Day. Is that what that is? Inflation data coming out on the 24th. Look at all of that data. So once again, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the data, the information as traders and as these markets will be consuming. Will it continue and push this rally, feed it up to 24,000, or do we pull back? I don't know. Let's look at the hourly chart, and then we'll zoom in a little bit more. And then we'll take a look at gold. So here's the hourly. Is this buy the dip? I don't know. I don't know. I would have rather us pull back a little bit deeper, closer to 300 even. But looks like we did have a little bit of a sell-off in the afternoon here in the NASDAQ. And just to measure it, not even a 0.5%, like 100 points at maybe. So this is kind of the middle. I don't even want to trade in, where we could go both ways. It's in the middle. I would like to see a sell-off down to closer to the upper 200s and then look for a rally. So I'd like to see a sell-off and then take a rally, but nothing else happening in the NASDAQ. So let's switch it over to gold. Looks like everybody's talking about gold. Let's take a look at gold. And I mean, come on, chat. You guys were talking crazy gold. How about that gold trade last night? How about that gold trade? How's that? Is that not why technicals on these higher time frames? Traders ask, Dakota, why are you a coach? Sometimes it's basic, it's simple, it's straightforward, right? Of course, I didn't catch the entire move, but I caught a nice piece of it. We got in long down here. Into these 50s, right? Gotten in long into these 50s, higher low. I was targeting up here into these, mid to upper 80s, and overnight, straight up, right? We took profits. I was taking profits. London session, New York session, straight up, and we are at 3409. 3409. What a beautiful trade here in gold. Now the question is, where are we at? What do we see? What can we? Yeah, that's the bigger question, right? So we broke through that. We do have some resistance areas, right? Lots of rejection up here, and you can see that. I'll zoom in a second. I'll zoom in a moment. And so I wouldn't be too surprised if we see some consolidation at this area. So here we are, 3,400, just above 3,400. We rejected 3416s twice. Looks like there's some nice, resistance. Here's another nice resistance in this zone, right? These are zones, not exact levels. Back here in May, it looks like it rejected a little bit, consolidation. We had big rejection here in April, another rejection here, April again, some support and resistance. So this is a little bit of a support and resistance, not a little bit, decent size. This is an hourly chart, so I'm not too surprised to see this acting as resistance again. So I'm kind of leaning towards the consolidation side. Maybe we make a flagging pattern. Maybe we consolidate here for a little bit. But I'm not expecting any big moves tonight in gold. We had a big expansion move overnight, right? That was a big expansion move. And then what happens after we expand? We typically consolidate, expansion, contraction. I was talking about that earlier. Look how interesting this is, right? Rally. Look at that pattern. Look at this pattern. Look at that pattern. Look at this pattern. And just looking and seeing that we are in consolidation mode. I'm not looking for any big moves in gold, to be honest, tonight. Maybe we wait until, like I said, there's data coming out, earnings and inflation data. So I would not be surprised we just consolidate and chop a little bit here in gold, but it doesn't mean we can't find opportunities. It just, there's no major overnight, like, yeah, this is an overnight slow markets trade, just because we want, as much as I want to, as much as I'd love to have the same setup as last night, trust me, I do. I really do. I'm like, man, I would love the exact same setup, because give me that money. Just walking down the street and you find a nice nice envelope full of money, right? Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Now tonight, it's less of an opportunity the way I'm seeing gold on a higher time frame. And so I think patience. We're consolidating. Looks like we rejected these 34.15s once. Maybe we're going to make some type of consolidating pattern where it looks like maybe there could be an opportunity to buy these lows, sell up here, maybe scalp this range. Can we do that? If we do sell off, maybe some targets here on gold for, if you're in a short, maybe looking for short opportunities, maybe we could come down here and look for this, 3,400 even zone, right? If we sell off and we hit 3,400, maybe that could be a buying opportunity if you're looking to buy it. Looks like there was some support here at these 93s, lower 90s, 33.90s. That could be an option. What I need to do? I need to hop on with Aaron Trades. Aaron trades one of these days where he trades gold. He trades the London Open. I need to hop on with him, and we could talk about gold one of these nights. I'll reach out. Let's see. I'm just gonna message him. Let's just. Aaron, he tunes in for slow markets every once in a while. Aaron Trades, if you're in here, let's get it set up. We'll get it set up. Get Aaron on slow markets or get me on with. I would rather be on with for the London Open, because I typically don't look too much at the markets at that time. I don't trade, but I think it'd be interesting to hear his perspective, and it's a lot easier on me to hop onto his rather than for him to wake up earlier or adjust his schedule or something like that. Gold longs. Get you with Travis B. Who's Travis B? Nikkei had a big move tonight. Let's get some music on, because it's Monday night. Like I said, no Jay. He's traveling. I got, for some reason I thought it was Tuesday. Maybe we could get him on Coach Jay tomorrow. Chat, do you want Coach Jay tomorrow? Or do we have Dobie? Oh yeah, you know what? Let me double check. Dobie, where are you? Dobie. Man, July is almost over. Where is Dobie? I need to find him. Dobie's gonna be on a boat. Oh, Dobie on Wednesday. Okay, Dobie's coming on Wednesday. I'm gonna hold you to that, Dobie. Okay, there it is. Dobie on Wednesday. Can we make sure to get that on the schedule? I'm gonna do it. Plus Dobie. But you're on a boat Wednesday. When are you not on a boat? When can we get you on, Dobie? When's Dobie time on slow markets? Dobie says no. Dobie, come on. I'll send you a video link, and then you just hop on from Starlink on a boat and we'll range trade. Let's see. Okay. Next week, no excuses. Just say no to the boat? Yeah, I mean, no, I wouldn't say no to a boat. Come on. If I had the choice, yeah, I'll call in sick to cover Adobe. Okay, okay. Adobe, maybe we just do it live from the boat. Maybe when we go out on the, no way, it's boat plus fireworks. Oh, that's right. It's Wednesday. Wait. It's almost the 24th, huh? The fireworks are on the 24th. Fireworks are on the 24th. Okay, having that Instagram link at the top is working out well. Let's see. The 24th is Thursday. Fireworks Wednesday in Chicago. Yes. Yep. Fireworks it's more than just Utah or Chicago thing. All right, not much is going on in the gold, and then I was gonna get some music on before my speakers turned off. We'll get some music going. Adobe. Let's see. Okay, let me know if it's too loud. Let me know if it's too loud for you. Do I have any tattoos? Nope. No tattoos. The only tats I have are scars and bruises from boxing and life. Heart rate challenge versus Baron in fast markets? There we go. Let me know if it's too loud. We'll find some good music. Let me see. Yeah, trading doesn't get my heart rate up like it used to. So, no matter how hard TopstepTV tries, you just can't get my heart rate up by trades. I could put 30 contracts on, and I don't think it would put maybe a little bit, but it's hard. It's hard to get my heart rate up there. McLovin says, talks like he's having actual fights. Do you understand how boxing and sparring work? And yes, I have actually had actual fights. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Is NASDAQ doing anything different? How many bar fights have I been in? No bar fights. You won't find me at a bar. Why boxing? Dakota grew up in a rough I grew up in a small, very small town. Can you look at P&L? Looks a little heavy. NASDAQ looks a little heavy. We're right at settlement. This market's not really going anywhere. We're flatlining. Ever been jumped? No. But I've jumped in a fight. There's Coach J. Coach J flying from Jamaica. Yeah, I was at a bar in Chicago, okay? Okay, you guys, yeah. What number would make you retire from trading? I don't think there's a number to make me retire from trading. There is no number that would that I would retire from trading. I do it because I love it. I think there's probably a number to... No, actually. Because if I had, say, $50 million and I was retired, I would still want to join fast markets. I'd still want to join fast markets with a team, and I enjoy this 1.5 hours in slow markets. It's fun. It's really fun. You're just here for the fortune and glory. Here for the freedom. NASDAQ's pushing down a little bit. I wouldn't mind a little short scalp. See if we could go test the session lows. I mean, we're almost there. But we've already sold off so much. I'd like a little bounce. Trading is fun. Why don't I trade the Russell? Because I'm a NASDAQ and gold. I've been focusing on the NASDAQ and gold. If you followed me in slow markets, I've been struggling, and I've narrowed my focus to just the NASDAQ and gold. Yeah, I'm excited. Jay, you're gonna be joining me tomorrow, or what? Wednesday. Jay's joining me Wednesday. That's when he's flying. Well, tomorrow during fast markets, but then Wednesday. I'm excited to hear how that trip was. Let's go take a look back at gold. We're getting. Look at this. This is a proper barcode. The BIC, yeah. Options are different than day trading futures. So, and we're here day trading futures here at Topstep. So that's my focus. Gold trying to sell some? No, we'll see. We have 1 minute left to the top of the hour, and usually we see a spike. Got into cheap long at 073. That's right where we're at. We get Andre to take some trades live. Andre's a better trader than I think a lot of people give him credit for. I think I've only seen Andre take one house account trade, and it was like 50-point banger. And you see how well he did on the reversal challenge. He's a good trader. Yeah, he's a great trader. MarketWiz says, can you break down session hours like pre-market when the volume kicks in? I'm not much of a volume trader, but the New York session starts at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and that's the highest volume in all the sessions. And then the New York session closes at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's the main New York. Here right now at the top of the hour, about 20 seconds ago, we see a little bit of volume spike, and then another nice one comes in at the London Open, which is at, well, it depends on where you're at and the time zone, or the time, what do you call it, daylight savings, but usually around 2 a.m. Central. How did I display the heart rate on stream and third-party software? I just oh, what? It took me a while to do it, but what is it? I just mirrored my phone to one of my monitors. Broke it down from there. That's all. What about this session? I don't look at volume. This session, right at the top of the hours, when we see this little spike in volatility, but we're not seeing much in gold. Looks like we might head for 3,400. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a breakdown here in gold. What's the NASDAQ doing? And if we don't see any trades, then there's no trades to take. If there's no trades available, then there's no trades to take. I still like shorts on the NASDAQ maybe to come down and test some lows. Let's do that. We could. Oh, look at that timing. Man, we don't even have like 25 points to the top of the range. Let's go ahead and test those lows. Can we make a nice steak dinner tonight? I'll add one right there. And I'll add one more. Too late to sell, you say, Richard. Well, so far it's not too late. All right, let's get through these lows. 33.25. There's 34. We'll just keep watching. It's too late. Are you looking at ES? What are you looking at? 22.36. Seen this before. Sweep, trap shorts, then long pennant. Hey, there's two sides to every market, chat. We seen that last night in gold. We had someone come in and say, short gold, everything's pointing to short. And that didn't work out well. Maybe we buy this. Maybe this rallies all the way up to like back into these 40s. This is not much of a range. 25 points from top to bottom. 25 points top to bottom of this range. I'm going to add one more here. I'd like to add another one on this bounce. Do we think, can we get up to 42s? Gold is headed to 4,000 this week. Andrew A. Let's see if I'm not liking this music. I don't know if this will get up to those 42s. All right, I'm just gonna add one right there. What's making me think that we're gonna break down and test these low? So, two things. Yeah, we can review this. Let me me think out loud, everybody. I'll think out loud, and you tell me if this is right or wrong. We had that nice sell-off during power hour. Okay. We consolidated for, you know, basically a couple hours tonight. We tried to rally. See that? This nice spike up to 361. Completely rejected it. And so what I'm looking for, I'm looking left, and there's not really much support to the left. So I'm wanting to see gold. Oh man, I've been trading gold for too long. NASDAQ to maybe come down and test these 300, 295. We do have earnings tomorrow, and we have earnings on Wednesday. We have a lot of information coming out tomorrow and the next day. And I mean, maybe we consolidate in a 25-point range, but risking 25 points for a breakdown on 3 micros is nothing. Like it's very small to risk 25 points for a full slow market session range. It's minimal. It really is. It's minimal for this type of a market. And if we look at and we start to zoom in on that 5-minute chart, we've tested this, you know, once. I don't know if you want to consider this a test, twice, 3, 4. I don't know if you want to consider this a test, 5, 6. So we've tested it a few times. And I am a firm believer that the more you test this, the weaker it becomes. So just like how we had this rally and we tried to break to the long side and then rejected, I believe that there's a decent chance that we could do the same thing down here. So I would not be surprised, and I'm actually looking for a push lower and then possibly a rally back up into this range, because we're right at settlement. NASDAQ for tonight, 0.01. So we have not changed at all. We have not changed. We're just kind of chopping and consolidating. And you could see over here on this opening candlestick. This is the opening candlestick. Opening candlestick, right? Basically right there. That's the range. And so we rallied, rejected, came back in. So I'm looking for a break of this. There's going to be a lot of stops. There's going to be a lot of stop losses down below this area. And we know how the NASDAQ loves stops. So I'm looking for this market to come down into this area. Maybe we come down to somewhere down closer to 300. And I could be wrong. I could completely be wrong. And that's why there's two sides to the market. You could disagree. You could be long when I'm short. That's the beautiful thing about a market, right? My Instagram page looks like a spam account. Hey, I just got it last night, okay? Last night was my first post ever on the gram, the Instagram. It does look like a spam account. I do it for the gram. We do it for the gram. We're down. We're down 5 points. No, I forget. Sometimes I forget how slow these markets really are, huh? Let's see what's an ATR. Where's an ATR at? What are we at in a 5 minute? 6 points on a 5 minute chart. ATR. Look at that. Let's go back to when the good days back in June. When was it? April? April? We were getting double the volatility. No, we would have seen a lot more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chat's gonna be right. Chat's gonna be right. Oh, I got some scrolling to do to go back to April. 14. $20 points. So we were like 4x this ATR back in April, especially during slow markets. Look at this. Even at one point in time, this was slow markets. We were getting 40 points every 5 minutes during slow markets. We are now at 6 points. 40 points at some of these times, yeah, for slow markets. We are now at 6 points. So we're chilling minus, well, we're minus 12 points now. So now we're going back up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat's going to be right. You missed those days? First TP hit. Gold dropping. Look at gold. Ah, there goes gold. We're gonna get to 3,400 on gold, huh? That was the market short. $100% buy signal here on gold. You got liquidated there. On a 5-minute chart, this gold dump is nothing. Yeah, we can still see continuation. I could see these 3390s, lower 90s coming into play. Yeah, nothing to really do in gold unless we do get a nice bounce. If we get a nice bounce back up into this area, I still don't want to short gold. Gold's a hard one to short, to be honest. I do see these mid to lower 90s coming into play here in gold. All right, back to the NASDAQ. $33.50. Do I own real estate? My company does. Shorting gold is zero fundamental. Are you trading on fundamentals, Doc, or are you just saying you don't want to short against that trend that gold was in? Just saw Nvidia moving. If we break below VWAP, I'm adding to NQ short. We are still 0.03 difference tonight. We're down 10 points in the NASDAQ. A legit gold supplier. We're at a legit gold supplier, right? Futures contracts, CME. FVG on a 5-minute. Yeah, I'm not scalping, more like 4-hour day chart. Yeah, 4-hour and a day chart. Much different than what the scalping. Long term, gold always goes up, right? It would be a fair assumption to say in 20 years from now, gold would be more valuable than it is today. It's pinned to the chat, Moses. It's pinned to the top of the chat. That is pinned to the chat. I do not have Bitcoin. I'd rather have Nvidia than Bitcoin. Nvidia has moved on a percentage basis more than Bitcoin this year, or since April's low. And plus, I could sell options against Nvidia. There's some other stocks too. Bitcoin doesn't pay dividends, does it? Phase. Some fart coin percentage basis. A very small one. Yeah, there's other stocks that are decent percent movers, and you get a nice return. Much better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin pays pizza. Ms. James. Over leverage. Isn't everything worth what someone else will pay for it? That's all gold is too, right? That's good. All right, NASDAQ. Do something. We're still just flatlining here. Just waiting to see if the energy changes in chat, if this trade goes green. Yeah, the energy goes with the trade. As soon as I put a trade on, if it's red, chat turns to crap. And then if it's green, chat's a little bit better. You can tell. There's keyboard warriors that they just wait and watch. And I've seen people even tune in just to see if I'm in a trade. And if it's red, they make a comment. If it's green, they don't even say anything. And vice versa too, right? But that's why we do that Topstep risk disclosure. Like, purely, this is all for education. And it's the way I trade. And this is the way I view the markets. We've seen how it was last night, right? There's also red days. I still love this trade. I mean, I'm looking at this trade and that's the direction I want to be in right now. Maybe at a better price, obviously, right? Everyone wants to get the best price possible. The markets will always leave you unsatisfied. The markets will always leave you unsatisfied. I would took it, sold gold. Is gold still? Is gold moving? There's a nice bounce on gold. That could have been the trade right there. This little bounce. Get in that short to sell it for continuation, maybe down to test 3,400. Young Tactical says, cut the crap. You're always looking for a short. Young Tactical, did you watch slow markets last night? Did you watch fast markets today? Probably not. I don't scalp anymore. It's not high frequency. Hey, scalping's not for everybody. What would be better long term? building one big funded account or copy trading multiple accounts. Something about having one big account looks more attractive to me. So I am a firm believer that a single account trader is by far superior than copy trading, right? You go and you open up your personal account, you manage your account, maybe you're doing something, and like there's so many benefits I see of somebody who can manage a single account, because when you're copy trading, you're essentially managing a single account, right? Psychologically is the difference. Like that's the only difference between copy trading across a bunch of accounts and trading a single account. It's psychologically different. That's what it is. You still click the button one time. You still put on the single trade. You move a stop loss once, maybe you move the take profit. It's just multiplied. You just like stamp a multiplier on it, and it's easier for traders to deal with psychologically. Yeah, I'd say lately I've been more on the short side. Definitely paid to say that. Jose Q says I'm paid to say that. What's everyone else's reply to believe that I'm paid to say that? You'd think if I'm paid to say anything, a prop firm would rather me say the opposite, right? Because a prop firm, if they want to just sell accounts, they'll say, oh, copy trading's better. And me? No, stay with one. If you can't trade one, you can't trade multiple. Conspiracies. When I trade my personal, I only trade one. That's the reality. No, they would say it's not better because they don't want traders taking bigger payouts. That's wrong. That's definitely wrong. Oh, that you got it from Peter Brandt? I don't know what's up with Peter Brandt. Peter Brandt is very out of touch of what's going on in the prop firm world. Topstep primarily, and what's going on in this industry, it's continuing to grow very, very fast, and staying with one of the best firms, or the best firm. It's not even one of the best. It's like the difference between first and second is so far. The fact that Topstep has been innovating since 2012, and the rest of what you see out there is like 2021 and later, right? So Topstep is so far ahead on what we're like this industry's going in the direction that the industry's going, focusing on live accounts, focusing on, getting traders into the live real environment, and encouraging traders to size down, trade better. Any payouts, don't sit there and copy trade hundreds of accounts. Don't sit there and reset. How do we get traders into a live account? Because ultimately, we need to be able to trade in a live account, because you don't want to depend on a firm, right? You don't want to depend and say, I want to become a good trader and have this freedom. But then where is that freedom if you're always worried that the firm you're with is going to change rules or deny a payout? You want to be able to trade your own personal accounts and have that confidence in trading that personal account and do it from wherever you want in the world, right? And then you get 100%. If you're in your personal account, you have no one that you're answering to. You don't have to worry about waking up one morning and your account's denied or you're banned or any of that crap. You wake up, you have your personal brokerage, you trade, and you get 100% of that. To screw everyone, like heck with everyone else, right? You don't have to deal with any of this drama. And that's the correct way to lead traders. You're not going to wake up one morning and call your broker and say, hey, I traded good in my sim account. Can I get a payout? Right? Or you can't call your broker and say, I messed up. I need to reset my account because I just lost all my money. That stuff is very unrealistic. It's turned into a game. Or ask proof for trades. Yeah. So this is the direction the industry needs to go, and it's the right direction, and it's the only direction. And Topstep has been leading it. Topstep's had traders in live accounts since I started. I didn't see anybody else doing it, and I've only been in this prop firm world for a year and a half. And when I decided on trading with a prop firm, or becoming a partner with a prop firm, Topstep was the only one doing it right. Of course, there's going to be some kinks and improvements and polishing things up. And, as the industry changes, as everything comes in, adjustments are needed. But that's what Topstep does. Every single week, every single month, there's something new. There's something like, here's a great example, everybody. It's like, how do we incentivize traders to trade live? Right? Because traders are just under this impression that, it's easier just to withdraw all my money and then just use that money and just buy a whole bunch of different accounts everywhere else and just cycle through it. And I'm like, that's great. I love it. It's free money. It's like, well, how about a live performance bonus? Are we cutting the trade? Nothing's changed in this trade. I'm down 11 points. I'm down 13 points. I will cut this trade if it hits this red line up here. If it hits this red line, I will cut this trade. You see U.S. regulators plan to change the pattern day trading rule for 25 to 2,000. I haven't heard that yet, Chris. Brian Booker, I do disagree with that one. Crypto King, you understand how that works, right? Crypto King says you only have to make $1 million to get to a $100,000 bonus. Do you know where that $100,000 is coming from, right? Topstep, yeah, it's there are traders that will put up 7 figures year after year after year. That's what Topstep wants to attract. And if we want to have traders putting up those numbers year after year after year, that's the answer, right? Where's the incentives? If I could make $1 million in an account, and you're telling me I can make $1 million and then get a $100,000 bonus, right? And it's not just, hey, you have to get to the $1 million. You get a bonus on your way there. Topstep's been talking about it. I think there's even, yeah, who doesn't know what the live account bonus is? Let's see. If you make, if you make $10,000 in your live account, you get a check or you get a bonus. However they have it. We'll find it. Andrew, do you happen to have that link? There's a link somewhere. You didn't know there was a bonus? Yeah. Well, we could talk about it. Uh-oh, am I going to be stopped out, chat? Am I going to take a $100 loss? Here it is. Live performance bonus. There it is, chat. Look. $250,000. $250,000 just in the performance bonus. And here's that link. If you have a live account, to the traders that have a live account with Topstep, say you make $15,000, you get $1,000 bonus. Right? And this is bonus as you're trading well. So look at Topstep.com. Well, there's the link. I don't think there's another firm that's doing this. Uh-oh, this is going to stop me out. This is going to stop me out. I don't know. You need to go on there and look around? Yeah, go on there, look around, read it. But yeah, Topstep incentivizes good trading, and is giving back to the traders that trade well in the live account. We're down 17 points. What's gold doing? Gold's holding. What do you literally feel when you get stopped out? I feel like no change. No change. Look, let's see. It's the same no matter what, chat. It's the same every time I get stopped out. That's the same as well. Oh, you know what? We got this. Thank you, Hoop. What's this trade based on? I went over it a couple times. I was looking for it to break down. Obviously, I was wrong. Can there be multiple false breakouts from a range? Yes. Yes, definitely. In a range-bound market or in a chop like this, there definitely could be multiple failed breakouts. So it's tempting. It's tempting, chat, to add to this and widen the stop. Nope, Jay is coming back from vacation. Jay will be on Fast Markets tomorrow morning. Wouldn't here be a better entry? If you still like the shorts, sure. But I'd rather this just stop me out. I'm not going to add to this position. I might re-enter. What's this? That's wrong, Adele. I got a big payout before even coming on air. Last year, before even coming on air, I took out 180,000. KJ, the top trader here at Topstep, he's never been on air, and he's taken out much, much more. KJ's a great trader. You like shorts also, but not at the moment. I don't know. We could bounce. We could just keep going. Oof. As tempting as it is to add. Oh, 274. I saw you on a short on YouTube. I'm on a lot of shorts on YouTube. I don't know anymore of timelines or any of that you see on the shorts. Evening, Isaac. How's the rib? It's doing better. It's doing better. I still can't like laugh or cough or like blowing my nose hurts, but it's better than it's been. I think by the end of this week or next week, my rib would be good enough to where I could start being more active. Bitcoin moving up again. You have a dad joke for me. We'll see. I think the only way I would add to this trade is if we get a 3-bar reversal up here in the 5-minute chart. Like, look how good these 3-bar reversals. That's a 3-bar reversal. And this one was too. It's only been 20 points. 20 points. You said I couldn't laugh? I can laugh. It hurts. It hurts to laugh loud. Like, yeah. Fast markets this morning. It was tough. It was a tough one. It was definitely a tough one. Few questions. Says why his rip's not on anymore. Time to burn the shorts. We're down 20 points. We've went the entire range of slow markets. that has been the range, right? That's from the bottom to the top has been 28 points. Yeah, Rips is doing his own thing. And it is one heck of a slow market. Let's see. Gold still not doing much either. All right. Let's add. Don't do this at home, folks. We're going to see if this is going to blow us out. DOLR. Yeah, you'll hear about it. I might bell if we get down, if we even get there. I have my finger on the close button. Yeah, you can't do this anywhere else. We added a micro. We've increased our risk to 175. We're risking $175 tonight, chat. Last night I risked $250. This might go. Mandy in the chat. Bye-bye gold. Oh, yep, there goes gold. I think gold's go to 3,400. That was the trade. That was a trade. Who's in short gold? Just 6 more points on gold? I am. Look at everyone's short gold. That was the trade. As soon as we broke through those 05s. Double top? Is this a double top? Confirmed? That we broke through this? I like those 290s. Or these 390s. And then my stretch target on gold is 393. Mandy F says, what's the dinner plan based on this trade? Well, if I was in gold, it's a different story. Gold would be a different story. Chat's doing well on this short gold. Chat's doing really well on this short gold. Great work. Good work, chat. I'm over here screwing around with this NASDAQ. My dinner plan's ice. My dinner plan is sleep, I guess, based off this trade. We're having a nice serving of sleep because I can't afford to eat. Here, I'll show you the risk. We could do the risk. We're risking so much money on this trade. I thought it was more than that. I thought it was more than that, to be honest. I thought it would be closer to 250. But we gotta really put it like this to put it in perspective. Turkey sandwich, no steak tonight. No, hey, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. I don't mind risking 250. Then add more. Add until my risk is 250. Let's see. Instead of adding, I would rather do like this. This to me would be better than adding. And we only have 15 minutes left. Love Topstep X. It's so simple and flexible. It is pretty simple and straightforward, huh? Yeah, to be honest, instead of adding, I'd rather just have my stop loss above this. Or just get out. Yeah, that's a good point. Now that I'm thinking of it. There's 2 ways to increase your risk, right? You could add contract size or you could widen your stop loss. I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to get out early. 169. Play some Coldplay. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. But I was looking for it to do it down here. I was looking for it to run stops down here. Are a lot of traders gamers? No. Maybe there's more than newer traders might be gamers, like the younger generation, like early 20s, 18 to 25-year-olds might be more on the gamer side. Let's see. I had the best trading day of my life today. Wow. Okay. That's impressive. Not a gamer, but I'm a cybersecurity expert. How do you know if trading isn't for you? Well, do you like it? Is that something you have to have passion for trading? You really do. You're not expect, oh, I need money, so I have to trade. That's not the wrong mindset. It's like when you choose a career, or like pretend like your teacher asks you, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up, right? You really have to enjoy this. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Here we go. I'm going to get back into this trade. Okay, chat, and don't be mean to me. If you need money, avoid trading. Yeah, that's probably the best advice right there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, I'm going to get back in this trade. Okay? Just don't be mean. And we're going to risk my 250 on it. So there's 100. There's 138. And we'll keep it right there. I forgot I put 5 contract limit on this. That's okay. You know, that's fine. I'm okay with doing that. Here, and you could watch. I forget. Sometimes I forget I'm not sharing this. Yeah, I got out here, and then I got back in the trade. Richard says he supports me. Richard Harris supports me on this trade. You know, I could probably do a mini if we want to spice things up a little bit. Nah, we'll yeah, because it's 180, and I've already taken a bit of a loss already tonight, so. Let's see. We didn't even do a hashtag slow markets. We didn't even do a hashtag slow markets. That's okay. I don't even know if I could do a hashtag slow markets on the Instagram that's pinned at the top of chat. All right, 9 minutes left. Let's see where this goes. It's been a very boring slow markets. The range for tonight has been like 30 points. Short another 5, Min says. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we just go right back down into this chop. Pick a bigger range like gold. Yeah, gold was the play tonight. Gold was the play for tonight. It was that short here in gold, and it looks like a lot of the chat was able to catch this trade. So big shout out to the chat and the gold traders who caught this short. That's a beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. I didn't. I missed it. Unfortunately, that's okay. It was a great trade, and I think there's more room to the downside to maybe even come down and test these 93s, lower 90s. But Aaron trades during the London session. He trades gold. Great trader as well. Gan says, why can't we set alerts on Topstep X? So they're not available yet. I dare say MP was teasing something coming soon about new features. The Topstep X is only just over a year old, and a lot of features have been, it's like weekly now. Weekly features coming out. Time for dinner? Yeah, I don't think I get dinner tonight with this trade. I need to come all the way back down to get my dinner. He says it every month now. All right, let's go NASDAQ. Let's finish slow markets off on a positive note. Let's see who's all signed up for the Instagram. We have 1,400 traders watching, and I only got like a few. There's only 460 there for the Instagram. Remember, it's linked to the top of the YouTube chat, and whenever Baron and I make bets, if I win a bet, that's where Baron's money's going, is to my followers. Jenny B is. See, if I have a bet with Baron this weekend, and I win $50 from Baron, I am having him put it straight towards my followers on there, so that should motivate everybody. Yeah, it's the battle of the followers, or battle, I don't know. It's fun. It's a fun thing that Baron and I are doing. I've really enjoyed the back and forth and the banter with Baron. 12 hours ago. Yeah, and I just got it. Got it. I know it looks like a spam account. I get it, because I just signed up for it last night, and you've seen it last night. Yes, okay, it's coach.dba. Yeah, there you can see who I'm following. I only have one post. Okay, this is it. That's it. That's the link right there. So just, it's not. I know what it looks like. It's brand new. Do I find the tick chart helps me with first time based charts? Yeah, I think so. Use ICT. I do not use ICT. I use DBA concepts. When did you start selling Bitcoin? Be quiet, Douglas. There should be no selling. I don't sell anything, okay? I do not sell anything. I don't sell a Discord. I don't sell a book. I don't sell a course. I don't. I'm here for the community, and I come on Topstep. Okay. So if you get a message from anyone saying Coach Dakota or Dakota, Nope, I will not sell you anything. I used to drink from a garden hose. Oh yeah. Grew up. Maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe, yeah. Play all day after school, night games, capture the flag, and then we'd hydrate with the garden hose. This one, no, my stop's where it's at. My stop's where it's at, and that's just gonna let this one play out. We'll see if we could catch this short down to these 300s. We'll give it a little room. So something like this. And then I'll most likely I'll close a couple contracts out. Probably if we do get back down here or make a run. But that's the trade of the night. Trade of the night. We'll see how that plays out. How did Baron do on fast markets? It was good. I enjoy having Baron on fast markets. I think he had one trade. He ended up getting long and got stopped out. I got long and I scratched the trade. I ended up trying to buy this pullback and we failed. I got stopped out. I think I had like $5 or like 1 point, and I was done for the day after that. I finished my day up just over $500. Chris Tucker, yeah, there's a lot of good concepts out there or trade ideas, but I will always tell traders, make it your own. Figure it out yourself. Don't follow somebody. Ultimately, it's just you yourself that places the trade, and you hold yourself responsible. So don't follow anybody. That's why I make sure and will always stress out, I will never do signals. Like, signals is the craziest thing in the world. I'll never sell a course. I think it's absurd for someone to sell a strategy and tell someone this is a profitable strategy. No, because I could give 1,000 people the same exact strategy and say it's profitable, and every trader that I give that strategy to will have a different outcome. We are all individuals who trade differently, and I think 95+% of traders, it's more about the emotions rather than the actual strategy. So yeah, I'm gonna let this one play out. I'm not as confident in this as I was that gold trade last night. That gold trade last night was A+ setup. So maybe there's a world where I'm being too impatient and I need to take even less trades, where I just wait for those perfect setups like that gold trade last night that just line up so nice on an hourly time frame. So we'll see. That's one thing I'm paying attention to is, hey, maybe I'm taking too many trades. I only take like 3 to 4 trades a day, and that still might be too many. So we'll see. No, even less than that. Like maybe like 1 to 3 trades is all I'm taking, and that still might be too many. We'll see how this one plays out. Yeah, enjoy this. Maybe I'll do an update on the Insta. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do an update here on this trade. I'm still learning it. I'm literally still learning this. So, okay. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. If not, tomorrow night, and there is that Top Step risk disclosure. Take care, everybody, and I will see you then.
Dakota rises with the morning blaze. Charts are dancing in a golden haze. Eyes like arrows aiming at the prize. The market trembles when he strategizes. Coach Dakota flipping trades like a star, turning pennies into dreams that go far. He don't guess, no, he's sharp and he's wise. Every move's a lesson in disguise. Screen lights flicker, there is morning muse. Candlesticks tell stories he'll never lose. Patience sharper than a blade of steel. Dakota moves quick, but his calm is real. Numbers racing, he's got them on a chain. Through the chaos, he's the eye of the hurricane. Signals whisper secrets in his ear. He trades the waves, no room for fear. Coach Dakota flipping trades like a star, turning pennies into dreams that go far. He don't guess, no, he's sharp and he's wise. Every move's a lesson in disguise. He's not about luck, he's about the grind. With each transaction he sharpens the mind.